Hello everyone, I am Ashley Otori and I'm the owner of 7th Witch House. In just 1 year, 7th Witch House has absolutely gone viral and has exploded in popularity, and we've had thousands beyond thousands and thousands of sales and happy customers, thousands of 5-star reviews. It's been a phenomenal experience. They've been known, the potions themselves have been known as like little miracles in a bottle. And a lot of people have been getting results, before they even arrive. It's because of our process. I bind them to the buyer before they arrive, unless they know that they're doing professional work, and then I won't bind them. But in those cases where I do, people start usually seeing results right away. But we definitely try to steer away from doing any kind of guarantees, like timeline guarantees or specific result guarantees. But obviously a lot of the popularity has been because of the incredible 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 results that it's getting, the potions themselves are getting. So like I said, most people are having the best results and a very easy time. They're meant, the way they're done is the spell work and ritual work is done in advance. You activate the potion by lighting it on the candle, doing the 6 drops for a 6-minute thing. That's what it takes to activate the potion. But like I said, that the spell work is done in advance, so you don't really have to do much in way of spell work, and you've got a very strong spell in your hands there. We use Demonic Magick only. We don't do anything else. So with that, we'll go into a little bit of troubleshooting. If you are having issues finding results to your potion, then to be honest, it's pretty rare. But if you are, then there's usually very, very simple solutions for it. And, once you start seeing it, looking into it and thinking about it, you'll realize that a lot of times that there's, very specific reasons. One of the biggest reasons I usually find is just like mechanical or technical errors. Somebody will be using the wrong candle, or maybe somebody didn't activate their potion at all and they're just wearing it. Sometimes the expectation is just is not even with what the potion is. Sometimes there's been people who have messaged and they're like, I'm trying to get 65 grand, and they've bought a $25 potion. If I could promise 65 grand off of $25, then I would be a billionaire. But anyway, although the wealth potion has brought people that much, but that's not something that we guarantee. You need to expect results based on the level of potion you're dealing with. The lower end potions are still probably more powerful than any potion you'll find on the market. And that's a very cocky statement, but our numbers back it up. Just make sure that your expectations are within reason. Also make sure that you're creating channels for your magic to flow. Don't expect to do a wealth potion and sit on your ass and not do anything and have money fly, through the air. We've had situations where people have gotten unexpected, been a part of unexpected wills, and had all kinds of stuff come through. And certainly it can, it just that's definitely not the route I would go. I recommend that you create channels to help your magic flow. Again, with unrealistic expectations and not helping your magic out. There's been times where people have done love potions, and okay, well, I'll say another reason is because people don't tell me all the story. I've had people that have done love potions before, and I've had 2 people, and they're like, oh, well, this didn't work. And then I'll look at their sale date, and it'll be from a week ago, and they've just gotten it, and then I'm like, well, okay, well, did you contact this person? Are you in contact with this person? And they're like, oh, well, no, this person's in jail or something like that. It's like, hello, if you can't be around the person, if you have no way of seeing them, then it's going to be very hard for something to work. Another reason is because people aren't willing to make a move. Some people are so isolated in fear, and they don't want to make a love potion work, and they refuse to talk to the person that they're in love with or that they want. People do this all the time, and they're like, oh, I want the other person to contact me first. If you have gone this far to do magic for love, or magic for anything really, then you need to go the extra distance as well to connect the rest of it. You need to make sure that the other person knows you're alive, they know who you are, and that they want they have some kind of idea that you want them. You have to make these connections. A lot of people, most people are great and they're realistic, and they will do the ritual, and they'll, follow the instructions. There's usually instructions now sent with the packages and on the listings on the website. And anyway, you just follow the instructions and try not to make it so complicated. If you are doing everything right and you're still finding issues and with the results, then maybe it's a situation with religion. If you're going to church every Sunday, it can still work for you, but it's going to be a harder sell to get a demon to do favors for you if you are solidly in another religion. Also, if you're mixing magic, if you're throwing this stuff on hoodoo candles, or mixing it with other magic, or mixing it with other oils, then you might cancel out your results entirely. You might have nothing happen at all. So just don't do that. Don't waste your money because you fucked yourself out of results. Make sure that you are devoted to this potion and these products. Make sure that you devote it to demons, and your magic will flow. Some people are afraid of results. I had one person who I remember who had all the wealth potions, and they're everything was really set up for them, and it didn't make any sense why they were blocked. And we had a very long conversation, and she was telling me how guilty she felt about the idea of getting rich. And I was like, oh, that's what we're doing. Don't feel guilt. Don't. That's going to stop you. If your demon feels like that, like you don't want it, then they're not going to give it to you. So make sure that you're ready for your results. If there's blocks, if you've got trauma in your past preventing you from moving forward with love or sex, then you need to kind of go through those blocks. Maybe do you need the books. I definitely recommend, if you're having any kind of troubles, to get the books. Introduction to Demonic Magic, the Wealth Mastery book, Demonic Alchemy, they all have amazing spells in them. You can get those at theorderofdarkarts.com. And they have, chapters and information of how to get it, your magic going if, things are stalling. As far as troubleshooting, again, make sure you're not doing things the same way. If you're going to do magic, make sure that you are changing up your routine. Don't expect to do the same job. Don't expect to do the same things in your relationship, and for things to be suddenly different. Certainly, again, they can be. Everybody calls these little miracles in a bottle, and they are. And this magic's incredibly powerful, but I'm not going to promise that. I'm not going to promise timelines. Also, make sure your timelines are reasonable. Don't, a lot of people get results before they show up, but, for you, maybe you're new to this. Maybe it'll take a month. Maybe it'll take 2 months. That's more rare, but, maybe it'll take 2 weeks to a month. Don't, message me after 5 days of having the potion and saying, oh, what's going on? But I'm not a millionaire. Make sure that you are giving this a chance. If you are doubting these demons and you're doubting their abilities, then, if you're super negative and you're panicky and and in a crazy, you know, not crazy, but like a very hyped up, you know, mental state, then they're not attracted to that. You know, they like a positive, warm, you know, type of energy. They like happiness. They like, you know, somebody who believes in them. Another thing is, you've got to believe in them. You've got to believe that that these demons are real, that they are really working for you. They have names. They have, you know, they have sigils. They are very powerful. If you don't believe in them and you're just like, oh, well, hopefully this potion works, I'm going to throw some dots on my wrist and then, you know, here, you're probably not going to see anything. You've got to actually believe in this stuff. Let's see. Other troubleshooting. I'm trying to think. We've gone over timelines. The reason for the different timelines also is because these, you know, use different demons. And that's another thing. You know, people are like, why do you have so many potions that seem similar? They seem similar, but they use different demons. And maybe you just gel with different demons. Demons are just like humans in a lot of ways. And you know, a lot depends on your personality. You know, if you gel with them, maybe you don't. Maybe, you know, instead of follow me boy, good boy will work for you. It just depends. As far as the soap bars are meant to be boosters. You know, they're meant to be like, you know, almost like samples of the potions. Potions are going to be stronger, of course. Don't expect to be a millionaire off of a soap bar. Don't expect to completely heal a relationship where you have a restraining order with someone with a soap bar. Have realistic expectations on products. Some people, you know, have been like, oh, why are your products so expensive? Because they work. I 100%, 1000% know what I'm doing. We have the reviews to back it up. We have the results to back it up. These are the best out there. It's just hands down. They should probably cost more. A lot of people ask me, do you do spell work? I've already done spell work for you. The spell work is in the potions. That's where my spell work is. I do celebrity spell work, but honestly, like, that's nothing short of 1,000 a spell, like, minimum. I have no time. Like, I'm a professor. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I have, you know, little kids. I'm busy as hell, and I'm an author. So if I'm going to do spell work, which I, you know, guarantee, usually it's going to be a lot. So, you know, no, the short answer is no. I don't do public spell work. And really the reason I don't is because I feel leery about someone who doesn't want to do spell work. You know, if it's a celebrity or something, then I know that they have the time. I mean, they don't have the time, and that's why it's okay. You know, because I know that they, you know, they probably would if they wanted to, but they literally are flying all the time and, you know, different cities all the time. So I get it. Let's see, what else? Troubleshooting, expectations, timelines. You know, be patient, give it time. Don't just say, oh, it didn't work. You know, it will work. These work. It's just a matter of being creative. Sometimes you need to be creative in how you use them. You know, put them in a bath. You can put like 6 to 12 drops in a bath. You can put them in your shoes. You can put them in your laundry. You can put them in your hand soap. You can use them as massage oils. Rub it on your partner. Rub it on legal documents. Rub it on your computer. Do all kinds of stuff. Be creative with this. You know, just be creative. You know, like you might find that, you know, rubbing it on your wrist doesn't work the same way as rubbing it behind your ears. They work in very strange little ways. Also know wealth will come in different ways. It'll come in, you know, in discounts, you know, saving you money maybe on buying a home, but, you know, it's not always just cash. Sometimes it's, you know, incredible, you know, discounts or deals or things like that. It'll come at you in all different ways. Also, when you start this, take a journal, take note, because, you know, the human mind naturally, you know, it'll have something great happen to it, and then it'll just kind of forget about it, and it's like, okay, well, that's over with, and then move on to the next thing. Make sure you take a journal and start writing down your results, because, you know, people, you know, there's a couple of times I've had people like, oh, this didn't work, and we go over it, and they're like, oh, yeah, well, this happened, well, that happened. I'm like, well, there's your result. And you know, just make sure that you are taking note of what exactly is going on. Don't forget to count every little blessing, and make sure you have faith. Like, if you have faith and you are not doubting these from the get-go, then you have the best chance of having, you know, being these success stories, you know, like one of the 100+ Midas millionaires that we've had in 1 year. You know, there's at least 100 people who have become millionaires. And these are the people who are go-getters, who are starting businesses, and who are, you know, taking chances and doing big things once they start magic. Be one of those people. Don't just be sitting around expecting money to fly out of the sky. Anyway, that's my troubleshooting for today. I'll make some more videos going over this stuff, and I hope you join me. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye.